Oh, hello. Yes, it is that time. Welcome to happy hour in Ben Burko's home. We have only just a few spirits before us. Happy hour seems like it's been going on for a very long while in my house. My wife and I, we enjoy it quite often these days. And with that said, why not think of some ways to cut costs? We have cut costs by making drinks at our house because we have no choice. But most importantly, because I have and my wife has taken up the passion of making drinks because we feel like we can do a great job making them at home, but we also have the opportunity to go out and enjoy a mixed spirit as well, or a beverage as well. With that said, I thought I would share two drinks. One is more of a neutral base spirit drink, that being vodka or gin, a gin gimlet or a vodka gimlet. It's very simple. You start with your limes, and you take this tool here and you essentially shave all of the lime skin off into a separate bowl. Once that is done, which takes a very long time, put it in a separate bowl, as I said. Take your limes, assuming you have 3, juice them using a juicer. Once you have your lime juice separated, then simply match the equal part of lime juice and your granulated sugar in a bowl, pour it into a stovetop skillet, however you prefer to cook, a pot. Bring it to a slow boil. Do not burn it, essentially burn it. You can actually brown the color of the lime juice, essentially making it a very nasty, not green color, which we're hoping to achieve here. Once it's at a boil, slowly let it simmer and add in the lime skin, the rind, into the mixture. Roughly let it boil for about 5 minutes, slowly bringing it down and then letting it sit. What you have as a cordial is essentially a sugary substance or a sugary ingredient that you would then mix in a base spirit. That being lime, you're going to then take your lime cordial once it's fully cooled, take your measuring device, put about a 1/2 ounce of lime cordial into your shaker, mix in, then take about 2.5 ounces of gin. Mix. As I've discussed in past videos, we mix when we have citrus. So essentially you're opening the citrus up within the flavor of the drink. So you lock it, shake until it's cool, feel the side, out, strain into your drink. Can't really see now, but one thing that I think is a huge party favor is to always chill your drinks, chill your glasses. It adds a much better feel, and also I just think it looks cool when you can provide a nice chilled cocktail the way that a lot of bars do. Some people with gimlets, I might just add a lemon peel just for some flavor. It doesn't necessarily need anything, but you're essentially set to go. Now we'll go to a stirred cocktail now. Let's just be simple. Let's talk about an old fashioned. I love whiskeys. Traditionally old fashions have whiskeys. You could put mezcal in it. I've seen people do a tequila old fashioned, a rum old fashioned, whatever you prefer. An old fashioned essentially is 2 ounces of a base spirit. If we're using bourbon, we would pour our bourbon into our device. I like how I'm calling it a device, excuse me. Our measuring glass, 2 ounces. And then we're just gonna go with our simple syrup. I got lazy and went to the supermarket. It's really how you wanna do it. I might start with a quarter, 0.7, about a 1/4 ounce of your simple. Angostura bitters generally, I like orange bitters. And then your ice. Now ice is kind of a big thing. People don't take it seriously. As you can see, I just have simple molds here. But the idea with ice is if you're using like crushed ice, it's diluting the mixture too quickly. But you essentially want it to chill. I've essentially mixed it as much as I really need to. Let's say you want to make a few other drinks, just let it sit. The idea is that it's cooling and it's mixing and it's diluting at the same time. Once you've allowed it to dilute enough and cool enough, you then simply can pour it in. Now, since I used a bourbon, some people prefer orange, some prefer lemon. I like orange, it's a little sweeter, and that flavor profile with a bourbon mixes nice. You take your orange, peel, and then just twist it over the glass, and then you can rub it on the edge to give it that flavor profile. Let's say you used a rye or a mezcal. Ryes are a little more earthy and have that green finish. Mezcals have a bit of smoke. A lemon would complement that a lot better. This really concludes our first part of this, let's call it journey. We're on a journey right now, friends. I would love feedback on other topics and ideas you have, and any questions, and I would love to answer them in our next short video in this very long series. Welcome to the flock, and have a great night.